The patient have anterior bridge, the posterior teeth needs to be extracted. So this is how he came to us. What we need to do is, at first, we need to think about something temporary, because both the bridge and those teeth will be extracted and you won't have anything in the mouth left. So what we did is, at first we extracted a couple of teeth and placed implants on both sides. On the left, and we don't see the right, but the right side also. Later on, we need to wait for a couple of months for the implants to be also integrated. That's what we'll see in the next shot. We see how he came. The patient came with, a lot of residues of food. He probably never brushed his teeth since the moment of the implantation.
The temporary bridge rests on the healing caps?
We kind of left this K9 to hold a little bit the bridge, because the whole anterior part of the bridge without support. So it rests a little bit on the implant, it rests on the residues of the teeth that you still have, but this is probably better than doing removable denture, and this is what you have. And here you can see that the primary implants, he had a kind of temporary All-on-4 and one canine that was left. This is the canine, this is the teeth, this is some kind of bread, I think.
You cut the canine you flatten it so the bridge can rest on it?
Exactly.
It doesn't hurt to the patient, or the tooth is totally dead? It doesn't feel
No,
anything?
the tooth is what you call dead, necrotic asymptomatic.
It's not painful in that area?
No, it's a temporary solution for a couple of months. So if there was a big inflammation or something like this, we could have extracted the tooth, but we need to think about pros and cons of every procedure. So in this case, this is what we chose to do. This way, we could reduce the pressure on the anterior implants, and it worked.
And the plan for the future is to extract this teeth?
Yeah, of course. So this is the bridge after we cleaned up a little bit.
You cleaned it a lot.
Yeah. We explained him how to clean. We've added another 2 implants on each side, because All-on-4 is a little bit problematic, especially if one of the implants will be lost, the posterior ones. You won't have any option to make anything. So we had enough space to add 2 more implants on each side.
This is after the extraction of the canine, after the healing period?
Yeah, you can see that you don't have a canine here. Probably the tooth fairy got it. Tooth fairy is taking. Not primary teeth also. It's very important. Yeah, she gave you $5 for every tooth, but the doctor takes much more, so all in all, it's not worth it.
Scanning?
Yeah, but we try to scan, but because of a couple of things. First of all, it's a lower jaw, so you have a lot of movable tissue. Yeah, you have the tongue, you have all the unkeratinized gingiva, you have the lip, the cheeks, all the buccal area is problematic, all the saliva. As you can see here, it's very hard to scan abutments on the lower jaw.
Everything works against you?
Yeah, everything works against you.
Why not to flip the patient upside down?
It's possible, but it's not that comfortable with the unit.
Transfers?
Yeah.
You use transfers?
We use transfers. What you can see here is plastic caps on those transfers. Why we did that? Because we couldn't scan, so we chose to take impressions and then scan the impression with scan abutments for impressions.
There is a magnet inside?
Yeah, there is a magnet. The transfer itself, the magnet is magnetizing on the cap and it works great. So you can see here we took composite material.
A lot of composite?
Yeah, a lot of composite material. Why? Because we want all the caps to be embedded in one big unit, so it won't move and won't deform.
So you used composite material?
Yeah, we use composite material. With the composite material, we also took the vertical dimension of occlusion. We need to know, first of all, the central line where we'll be with the lower jaw and the height of the lower teeth.
So the technique is basically you are doing the same with composite that you would do with wax. but
Yes.
it's better with composite.
Wax is not good. Wax can be deformed very easily if the patient closes his mouth a little harder. So the wax will deform, then the technician need to work with this deformed wax.
And everything is inaccurate and
Yeah, when you're standing the wax, if you forget it in the car or something like this, you don't have any wax left. You know, it's summer right now. The corona is over.
oh, you made like a little leg.
Yeah. If we remove it right now, as is, you can't still deform the composite material because very long piece of composite material. So we wanted to connect both sides. So we took a micro brush
And broke it and just
broke it and used the micro brush as a holder for the composite material. Very cheap. Here you can see transfers after we removed all the composite material with the caps, with the micro brush from the patient. And here you can see the composite material with the caps. In here you can see inside the magnets, the blue part is the micro brush and all the composite material. We took also the form of the gingiva with the composite material. And right now we want to scan it before doing anything else. So we place inside the composite material, we placed the same transfers with scan abutments. Scan abutments for impressions. These are not the same scan abutments as for implants because in here the scan abutments is like inside the jaw. It's in
like
place
what
of the implant.
It's like what you would have done with the wax. Exactly the same process.
Yeah, but with the wax you don't have a sturdy piece of something that holds the impression.
Third impression.
Yeah, it's a problem. So this why you can do this probably only with composite material and not with the wax. And inside the composite material you can place scan abutments, so you don't have all the deformation of the gypsum of the gypsum model that you pour in, etc., etc.
So it's much more accurate than wax
Yes.
using composite.
Yes. Wax is very bad.
This is the temporary bridge.
Yes. This is the bridge.
We see V-type, D-type.
Yeah, you can see different kinds of sleeves because part of the implants were, part of the multi-units were angulated, part were straight ones. The anterior two implants we actually closed because there was a problem to restore on those implants, so they will use only as a support.
You mean with the sleeve?
Exactly.
That the sleeve is not screwed inside them?
Yes.
The short one?
Yes.
And this is the temporary restoration inside the mouth?
This is the temporary restoration in the mouth.
This really looks like one solid unit.
It is one solid unit on all the teeth.
I mean, there are not a lot of...
Embouchures. Yeah, because we're afraid that it will break down. You still need to wait a little bit to see the form of the teeth.
So made it bulkier with less embouchures to be stronger.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And thank you for being with us today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow to stay tuned with the latest cases. Thank you and have a great day.